Welcome to the Englishstorywell channel, your ultimate destination for captivating stories that enhance your English learning journey. Here, we believe that stories are not just a form of entertainment, but a powerful tool to improve your language skills. Let's go to started.
Maria loved learning English. She watched movies, read books, and practiced speaking with her friends. But no matter how hard she tried, she struggled to speak fluently. Words wouldn't come to her quickly enough, and sometimes, she translated sentences from her native language in her head, which made her slower in conversations. One day, Maria's English teacher, Mrs. Cooper, said something that changed her approach. "To speak English fluently, you must practice thinking in English," Mrs. Cooper said. "Stop translating from your native language. Instead, try to let your thoughts flow directly in English." Maria was curious. She asked, "But how can I think in English, Mrs. Cooper? My mind automatically thinks in my language." Mrs. Cooper smiled and said, "It takes practice, Maria. Start small, and soon it will become natural." Chapter 2, Starting Small. That evening, Maria decided to give it a try. She sat on her bed and looked around her room. "This is my bed," she thought in English. "The wall is white. My blanket is soft." At first, it felt strange to think in English. Her brain wanted to switch back to her native language, but she kept going. When she went to the kitchen for dinner, she practiced naming things in English. "Fork, spoon, plate," she thought. "I will eat rice and chicken." It wasn't easy, but Maria felt proud of herself. She was taking her first steps toward thinking in English. Chapter 3, A New Morning Routine. The next day, Maria decided to make English thinking part of her morning routine. When she woke up, she thought, "Good morning, Maria. Today is going to be a great day." As she got ready for school, she continued practicing in her mind. "I will wear my blue shirt today. I need to brush my teeth now." Even during breakfast, she tried to describe everything in English. "I am eating toast. The coffee is hot." Her little brother laughed when he heard her whispering to herself, but Maria didn't care. She was determined to improve. Chapter 4, Using Visual Prompts. Mrs. Cooper had told Maria to use her surroundings as inspiration. Maria started carrying a small notebook wherever she went. When she saw something interesting, she would write it down in English. One day, she saw a red balloon stuck in a tree. She thought, "The balloon is red. It is stuck in the tree. I hope the wind will bring it down." At the park, she watched children playing and practiced describing the scene in her mind. "The boy is running. The girl is laughing. The sun is shining." By observing and describing her environment in English, Maria began to form sentences more quickly. Chapter 5, Talking to Herself. Maria discovered another trick to practice thinking in English, talking to herself. While walking to school, she would quietly say things like, "I am going to school. I need to study math today. I hope I do well on the test." At home, she pretended to have conversations with herself. "What should I cook for dinner? Maybe I will make pasta. That sounds delicious." She realized that speaking her thoughts aloud helped her feel more confident in forming sentences. Chapter 6, Challenges Along the Way. Thinking in English wasn't always easy for Maria. Sometimes, she forgot words or didn't know how to express certain ideas. She felt frustrated when this happened. One evening, while trying to think in English, she got stuck. She wanted to describe a beautiful sunset but didn't know the word for sunset. Instead of giving up, Maria wrote down the sentence, "The sky is orange and pink. The sun is going down." The next day, she asked Mrs. Cooper for help. Mrs. Cooper said, "You did the right thing, Maria. If you don't know a word, find another way to say it. And later, learn the correct word." Chapter 7, Dreaming in English. After weeks of practicing, something amazing happened. Maria had her first dream in English. In the dream, she was at a bakery, ordering a cake. She said, "Can I have a chocolate cake, please?" The baker replied, "Sure. Here you go." When Maria woke up, she felt excited. I dreamed in English, she told her mom. It was a sign that her hard work was paying off. Chapter 8, Thinking About Feelings. Maria realized that she could also practice thinking about her emotions in English. When she felt happy, she thought, I am happy because I did well on my test. When she felt sad, she thought, I am sad because I miss my friend. By expressing her emotions in English, Maria started to connect the language to her everyday life. Chapter 9, Using English in Conversations. Maria began to notice a difference in her speaking skills. When she talked to her English-speaking friends, the words came more easily. She no longer had to translate in her head. One day, her friend Sarah said, Maria, your English has improved a lot. What's your secret? Maria smiled and said, I practice thinking in English every day. It really helps. Chapter 10, A New Habit. Thinking in English had become a habit for Maria. It wasn't something she forced herself to do anymore, it felt natural. When she saw a tree, she thought, that tree is tall. When she heard a bird, she thought, the bird is singing. Her thoughts flowed in English without effort. Chapter 11, Sharing Her Story. Maria wanted to help others who struggled with speaking English. She started a small group at school where students could practice thinking in English together. She told them, start with simple sentences. Use what you see around you. Don't worry about mistakes. Just keep practicing. The group practiced describing objects, sharing thoughts, and even acting out situations in English. Everyone improved together, and Maria felt proud to help her friends. Chapter 12, Achieving Her Goal. 1 year later, Maria attended a summer camp where students from different countries came together. The camp language was English, and Maria spoke confidently with everyone. She talked about her hobbies, shared stories about her town, and even helped other students who were nervous about speaking. One of the teachers at the camp said, Maria, your English is excellent. How did you learn to speak so well? Maria replied, I practice thinking in English every day. It helped me speak naturally and confidently. Conclusion. Maria's journey shows that thinking in English is a powerful way to improve speaking skills. By starting small, staying consistent, and being patient, Maria transformed her ability to communicate in English. If you're learning English, remember Maria's story. Start practicing today, and soon, thinking in English will become second nature to you too.
Are you looking for an effective way to improve your English speaking skills? In this video, we'll guide you through the journey of practicing thinking in English. This technique is a game changer for anyone struggling to translate from their native language while speaking English. What will you learn in this video? White heavy checkmark why thinking in English is important. Discover how this skill can help you speak more naturally and fluently. White heavy checkmark simple tips to start thinking in English. Learn easy methods to integrate English into your daily life. White heavy checkmark practical exercises. Follow along with engaging and interactive exercises to practice thinking in English right away. White heavy checkmark graded reader for fluency. Enjoy a simple, graded story that helps you build vocabulary and confidence while thinking and speaking in English. Why thinking in English works. Many learners struggle with fluency because they translate sentences from their native language into English. This takes time and often leads to awkward phrasing or mistakes. By practicing thinking in English, you train your brain to form sentences directly in the language, making your speech smoother, faster, and more natural. Tips you'll find in this video. Light bulb start small. Begin by naming objects around you in English. Light bulb describe your day. Practice describing your daily routine in simple English sentences. Light bulb talk to yourself. Engage in small, imaginary conversations to boost confidence. Light bulb use visual prompts. Observe your surroundings and describe them in your mind using English. Light bulb practice emotions. Learn how to express feelings and thoughts in English for a deeper connection to the language. Who is this video for? Glow showing America's English learners of all levels. Whether you're a beginner or intermediate, this video provides step-by-step guidance. Speaking head those wanting to speak fluently. If you find yourself hesitating during conversations, this technique will help. Books graded reader enthusiasts. perfect for those who enjoy learning through simple and relatable stories. Rocket anyone looking to boost confidence. Thinking in English is the key to speaking confidently in any situation. How to use this video. Heavy checkmark, watch and pause. Take your time to practice the exercises as they appear in the video. Heavy checkmark, repeat the story. Revisit the graded reader multiple times to reinforce vocabulary and sentence structure. Heavy checkmark, practice daily. Make thinking in English part of your daily routine for consistent improvement. Heavy checkmark, take notes. Jot down useful phrases or tips you want to remember and use later. Benefits of thinking in English. Sparkles speak more fluently. Form sentences faster without needing to translate. Sparkles improve listening skills. Train your brain to understand English directly. Sparkles build confidence. Feel comfortable using English in real-life conversations. Sparkles enhance vocabulary. Learn to use new words naturally through daily practice. Glowing star, take the first step to fluent English speaking today. Glowing star. This video is packed with practical tips, engaging exercises, and a relatable story to make learning English fun and effective. Start practicing now and see the difference in your speaking skills. Backhand index pointing right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos on English speaking, listening, and fluency improvement. Together, we can achieve your language goals.
Whether you're a beginner or an advanced learner, our carefully curated stories cater to all levels, making learning English enjoyable and effective. Join our community of language enthusiasts and let the magic of storytelling transform your learning experience. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Dive into Englishstorywell, where every story is a step towards mastering English.